We all know Superman faces incredible physical challenges. But what about Lois Lane? Imagine the mental burden of loving someone who can stop a bullet, yet is constantly in harm's way. Today, we're delving into the often overlooked psychological toll on Lois, exploring her internal struggles and remarkable resilience. In a world where gods walk among us, she stands beside a man who can fly, a man who defies physics, yet her own battles are fought entirely within. Picture the sheer weight of knowing your partner could vanish in an instant, or the pressure of keeping the world's biggest secret. This isn't just about Superman's strength. It's about Lois Lane's unbreakable spirit and the hidden sacrifices she makes every single day. What if the most psychologically burdened character in the Superman universe isn't Superman himself? Forget the capes and his super strength. We are re-uncovering the profound and often terrifying mental landscape of Lois Lane, a woman who lives in the shadow of a demigod, constantly balancing love, danger, and the immense pressure of knowing mankind's greatest protector. Lois Lane's life is a study in contrasts, a constant collision between the mundane and the miraculous. One moment she's arguing with her editor about a deadline, and the next, she's watching her partner punch a meteor out of the sky. This creates a profound internal conflict. How do you reconcile your everyday reality paying bills, doing laundry with the knowledge that the person you love is holding the world on his shoulders? This isn't just a clash of lifestyles, it's a clash of realities. Lois has one foot in our world and one in a world of gods and monsters. It's a mental tightrope walk that never ends. And then there's the secret. The single biggest secret on the planet. The emotional weight of that knowledge is staggering. A single slip of the tongue, a misplaced note, an unguarded conversation-y mistake could expose Clark Kent to the world. The consequences would be catastrophic, not just for him, but for everyone. Imagine living every single day with that pressure. It's a silent sacrifice she makes, constantly, carefully compartmentalizing her life, choosing her words, and carrying a burden that would crush most people. It's a form of hypervigilance that never gets to rest. Living with Superman means navigating a world that constantly tries to kill him. We see his invulnerability and feel reassured. But Lois doesn't have that luxury. She spots Clark, her sweet, kind of goofy farm boy from Smallville, and smiles. She knows that for every alien armada he can repel, there's kryptonite, there's magic, there are threats that target his mind and his heart. Her fear for his safety is constant because she's not in love with a god. She's in love with a man who happens to be a god. Every time he flies off to face a new danger, a part of her has to confront the possibility that this might be the last time she sees him. That's a unique kind of emotional attrition. Her job as an investigative reporter is both her greatest asset and her biggest vulnerability. Her instincts drive her to uncover the truth, to run toward danger, not away from it. In a world of super threats, this puts her directly in the line of fire. It's a double-edged sword. Her courage helps her expose corruption and save lives. But it also makes her a prime target for Superman's enemies. Furthermore, as a journalist, she's the public's eyes on the ground. She witnesses the horrors that Superman can't prevent, the collateral damage, the human suffering, the tragedies that happen in the blink of an eye. He can stop a falling building, but he can't stop the fear in a child's eyes. Lois sees it all, and she has to process that trauma, often alone. So how does she cope? How does anyone endure this level of stress? We see her coping mechanisms on full display. Her sharp humor and sarcasm aren't just personality quirks. They're shields. They're a way to deflect the absurdity and the terror of her reality, to maintain a sense of control in a world that is anything but. Her fierce independence is another defense. She refuses to be defined by Superman, carving out her own identity as a world-class journalist. This isn't just about pride. It's about survival. It's her way of reminding herself that she is a whole person, not just a superhero's girlfriend. But behind the tough exterior, there are moments of vulnerability and despair. These are the moments we rarely get to see: the quiet nights spent waiting, the tears shed in private, the sheer exhaustion of being constantly on edge. These moments are undeniably there. Her commitment to truth and justice isn't a hobby. It's a core part of who she is. This means she often finds herself in harm's way, not because she's reckless, but because her principles demand it. She can't stand by and watch injustice happen, which means Her path will always intersect with danger, with or without Superman. It's a massive mistake to ever label Lois Lane as a damsel in distress. In a world of aliens and supergeniuses, Lois's true superpowers are her intellect, her resourcefulness, and her unwavering courage. She doesn't have flight or heat vision, but she has a brilliant strategic mind that has saved the day more times than we can count. She's the one who connects the dots, who uncovers the villain's true plot while Superman is busy fighting the robots. She is not a sidekick. She is an indispensable partner. Think about the countless instances where her journalistic prowess or quick thinking was the key to victory. She's the one who figures out the weakness in the alien technology, who exposes the corrupt politician funding the supervillain, who gets the crucial information that turns the tide of the battle. Superman might be the one throwing the final punch, but often it's Lois who told him where, when, and how to throw it. Her contributions are the foundation upon which many of his victories are built, even if they go unnoticed by the cheering crowds. She operates in the shadows, not as a vigilante, but as a relentless force for truth. Ultimately, Lois Lane is more than just a character in Superman's story. She's an enduring icon of human strength. She represents the very best of us. Our perseverance, our courage, and our ability to love in the face of the impossible. Her impact on Superman's character is immeasurable. She is his anchor to humanity, the person who reminds him why he fights. He might have been raised by the Kents, but it's Lois who continually grounds him in the world he chose to protect. She is his moral compass, the person he trusts to tell him the hard truths. Her journey is one of profound psychological depth. She shows us that you do need a cape to be a hero, and that the greatest battles are often the ones fought within our own minds. That's why Lois Lane resonates so deeply with us. We see ourselves in her struggle balancing our own lives, fears, and loves against a world that often feels overwhelming. She's a testament to the fact that human resilience is, in its own way, the most powerful superpower of all. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of comics, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments which character's psychology you'd like to see explored next. See you in the next video.